Hey guys, Muhammad Ali here, and I put up a last video about me fighting cancer. It definitely is a hard thing to do in life, no doubt about it. But one of my viewers suggested that I put up a details on what had exactly happened and what I've been through. It's kind of long, but I'll try my best. So here goes. So it was about 2.5 years ago in 2008 when I had hurt my leg, and the leg I had tore a ligament within the deep tissue of my heel and my ankle, and it hurt really bad. And for 6 months, it was really bad for me. I didn't know I had cancer at the time either. When the doctors did an MRI, they said that there's nothing can be done. They can't do surgery, or you can't be. So you have to deal with the pain, and they gave me pain meds. So I said, okay, that's cool. And then months went by, and I was still in a lot of pain. And then in about 2009, I believe it was, I could be wrong on the date, but I believe it was 2009, and it was like March, if I remember correctly. My memory's a bit hazy here. I got really sick. I've been getting sick before that too, but I just didn't know what was causing my sickness. I would get better with the meds, and then I get sick again. But this time it was really bad, and instead of going to my regular doctor, I decided to hop into the emergency room. It was a weekend after all, so my doctor wouldn't be there anyway. Um, and then I decided to go ahead and hop into the emergency room, and the emergency room took my blood, and they said there's something very wrong with you. And I said, well, what? And they said that we can't tell you. Go to the main hospital and take this paperwork with you. Don't look at the paperwork until they read it first. That's how I was instructed. So I decided, okay, I'm going to go ahead and go to the emergency hospital and see what's up. So I went to the emergency in the main hospital, and they had told me that looks like you have cancer cells flowing through your blood. And I'm like, wow, really? I was kind of shocked. Um, but I was calm and ready. Wasn't so hard on me that I had cancer. I think it was the hardest part was calling my mom and letting her know what's going on. They wanted to hospitalize me for the entire day. I was there practically the whole day anyway. um, so they ran some more tests, and then my mom came crying after I told her on the phone. She said, "What's going on? Why do you have this?" And I remember the sadness in my mom's eyes. It was really sad. Um, and it was just really, really bad. I didn't want to say much more besides to say the doctors say that I might have cancer somewhere in my body. They don't exactly know where. So the doctors decided to run a CT scan through my entire body to find out exactly where this cancer was located. It was in my chest, about the size of a football field, or a football, sorry. It was probably about this big, and it connected like right here, and it's like a circle right here in my chest. You get to see that, like this big, pretty much. The doctor I went to, he's been doing it for many years, and he said that this is the biggest I've ever seen somebody with Hodgkin's lymphoma, and it shocked me. I was like, wow, that's pretty crazy. But he wasn't lying, and yeah, it was pretty big. I remember him telling me. In the years he's been doing it, he's never seen Hodgkin's lymphoma become this big in anybody. He said, had I not come any sooner, or I mean any later, it possibly could have punctured my rib cage and caused a lot more great pain. So what it was that it was heavier on my left side than it was on my right side. It was a bit smaller here, but it was heavier here, and it caused an imbalance into my system, which caused me to lean more on my leg, which caused it to rip in my ankle, or the ligament in my ankle. That's why I was hurting my ankle, as I was told by the doctors. The first doctor who came and looked at me, He was a specialist. I didn't really like him. I remember, so I prayed that he would leave us and give us a better doctor, and Allah answered my call. Um, sure enough, this doctor, the first doctor, left. He up and quit actually a week later, and then this new doctor came in, and he was one of the nicest doctors I ever knew. So I remember him very well. And then they went in for a biopsy to see what kind of cancer I had. That was like 2 days after I got out of the emergency room, main hospital, a CDH, very good hospital, Central DuPage Hospital, very good. And I had gotten out. And then that's when the test results came back positive for cancer. It had not hit my bone marrow, alhamdulillah, but it was cancer. This is part one. I'm going to make a part two video as I can't make these videos too long. Yeah, stay tuned to part two.